Everything you should know about wall printer. My name is Adam, and I am the chief engineer of wall printer machine. Now, I am working for Beijing Huake Henren Intelligent Technology Company, which is the most professional manufacturer of wall printer in China. We sell wall printer overseas directly, and that is a lie if some Chinese told you they are our representative in China. If you bought a wall printer from them, sorry, I would not give you technical support. I have been developing and producing wall printer since 2011. I have witnessed the scale of this industry growing from small to large, and the wall printer system from unstable to stable. If you want to buy a wall printer machine with good quality, after-sale guarantee, and a reasonable price, please take a few minutes to read this article, and I will explain the disadvantages and advantages of this machine and the complete development process of wall printer industry from the most objective point of view. The differences between wall printer and digital ink printer. In theory, wall printer is also a kind of digital inkjet printer, and the wall printer is improved on the principle of the digital inkjet printer machine, but there are many differences between them. If you use the set of standards for digital inkjet printer to match your wall printers, there would be a big misunderstanding. Let me explain it. First, let us talk about the thin parts of the vertical wall printer with digital inkjet printer. The first one is the printhead. The printhead is a printer component that helps transfer ink onto the page. It does this by firing tiny droplets of ink via numerous printer nozzles to create a desired print. When one of these nozzles gets clogged, your prints appear fade or streaky. The second one is RRP software. RRP software is a raster image processor. The RRP software processes multiple content types for a specific print environment and communicates that processed data to the printer for final output. RRP software enables handling many file types and file size. The different parts of wall printer and digital inkjet printer machine. The first is the different printing direction. The digital inkjet printer jets ink drops vertically downwards, while the wall printer changes the direction of the printhead so that the direction of jetting ink drops becomes horizontal and forward. Please don't underestimate the change in direction of printing. This little change will have many new requirements for the control boards, ink, and the printhead, which will affect the quality of printing, maintenance, and so on. The second is the different requirements for working environment. The digital inkjet printers are generally indoors, and they need to work within a certain temperature range. The working rooms will be equipped with air conditioning to ensure that they work in a constant temperature environment. But the working environment of the wall printer is very complicated. Both indoor and outdoor, different temperatures, different level of winds and dust will all have a great impact on the wall printer. The third is the different working method. When the digital inkjet printer is working, the main body of the machine does not move. Only the head and the roller move. This working method makes the body very stable, so the carriage speed of the printer can be very quickly in order to improve the efficiency of printing. While the wall printer is completely different. When the wall printer is working, the main body of the machine is moving because the wall does not move, and the carriage speed of the wall printer, that is, the speed of the upper and lower rails, cannot be adjusted. If the carriage speed is adjusted very fast, there will be two very bad situations. The first one is the machine head is easy to hit the wall, which the printhead would be damaged. The second is the whole machine will jitter, and the printing effect becomes worse. The origin of wall printer machine and its development in China. As far as we know, the countries which are producing wall printer machine are: the first one is Japan, the LAC company, but they have been acquired by Ricoh. The second one is China. There are no more than 6 manufacturers in China totally. The third one is Germany, the wall pen company. The fourth is India. I can't find any information about them now. I think they are failed. The fifth is South Korea. Sorry, I can't find any information about, and I think they have failed too. The wall printer machine originated in Japan in 2006. The company created vertical wall printer they called LAC company. In 2009, a few Chinese people developed this wall printer in Beijing, the capital city of China. At that time, they used the thermally formed printhead, which used on the 750 model printer. This kind of printhead is very cheap in China. The price is about $10 US. One printhead can print 4 single colors, 4 printheads for CMYK 4 colors. So they need 4 printheads to print the 4 color. The printhead can still work for a period of time, although they are so cheap, but it is very fragile when used on a wall printer. Sometimes you even didn't finish the picture, one of the printheads could be broken, and it is difficult for you to use such a printer machine to print a complete large format paintings. At that time, many customers in China could not use the wall printer to do large format paintings. So the reputation of wall printer machine at that time in China was very poor. In 2011, my partner and I bought a wall printer from one company to learn. At that time, the printing direction of wall printer machine was all left and right, and the maximum width of the printhead image was 1.8 meters. If you want to print a 3-meter wide picture, you can only divide the image into 2 parts to print, which will have a big flaw. For technical reasons, there will be traces when the pictures are staged, seriously affect the quality of the picture. You may have questions. Why we can successfully develop the wall printer? Yeah, because there was a team in China who specialized in researching and developing the control system of the wall printer, and the leader is Mr. Liu. Mr. Liu's team has been developing a control system for inkjet printers since 2009. So as long as you can find Mr. Liu, you can get the control system to produce wall printer machine. And only Mr. Liu has the source code of the wall printer's control system. He can authorize you to produce this machine. Until 2018, there were only 4 manufacturers of wall printers in China. The first one was established in 2009. The second one was established in 2011. The third one was established in 2003. And the last one was established in 2017. The company established in 2017 is Mr. Liu's wall printer company. There is no essential difference in technology between the 3 previously established companies because they are all using Mr. Liu's control system technology. But now Mr. Liu has upgraded all control systems, and all his companies are now technically ahead of other companies a lot. And his company is now, we call it Beijing Huageherun Intelligent Company. With Mr. Liu's further improvement of the wall printer control system, we can finally use Epson's piezoelectric printhead. This has made our machine a big step forward, and finally we can print large format images for a long time. The appearance and the structure of the machine have also been improved, so that the width of the picture no longer limits us, because usually the height of the wall is limited. We don't need to print a picture that is too tall in most cases, but we often need to print a picture with a larger width. The more expensive the printhead, the better. It's not that expensive printheads are good, but also needed to test the suitability of the printhead. Because Epson did not develop printheads specifically for wall printers. These printheads were developed by Epson for digital inkjet printers, so we have to test which one is suitable for wall printers. After 3 years of testing, we found that there are 2 Epson piezoelectric printheads are very suitable for wall printers. The first one is more suitable for water-based ink, and the other one is more suitable for UV inks. To buy cheaper wall printer, you will buy twice. In 2016, China's wall printing industry entered a period of explosive growth, which lasted until 2018. After 2018, many people want to enter this industry for good profit. They have had sort of a lot of method to copy the wall printer from us. Like they use various privacy control systems and privacy control software. Shenzhen, one of the most modern cities in China, a great place. There are a lot of amazing people there. They can install Apple's iOS system on their Android cell phones, and their imitating ability is unbelievable. But they are not any opponent. They can only imitate appearance, not core technology. Therefore, Android phones with Apple's iOS system cannot be used for a long time, and the wall printers they imitated cannot work stably, because wall printers need many years of industrial experience to do it well. If you have no experience, you will encounter many unsolvable problems, but they will use very, very low price to attract you to buy their machines. In China, many people are deceived once their machines have problems and they can't solve it by themselves. This makes the wall printer machine looks like a disposable consumable. With good luck, you can use it for a long time, but if you got bad luck, you can't continue working if it breaks once in a short time. Even during the warranty period, they cannot replace the control system for you free of charge, because they are bought from other suppliers at a very high price. So they are often brought to court by Chinese customs. Then you will find a very strange phenomenon. Companies that sell Shenzhen machines in China often change their company names and contact information. If you are a customer for them and out of China, I can only say sorry to you. It is very possible that your plane ticket is more expensive than the machine's value. What are water-based wall printer and UV wall printer? There are two main types of wall printers nowadays. One is the wall printer uses water-based pigment ink, and the other one is the UV wall printers. Wall printers with water-based pigment ink can only print on water-absorbent materials, not on glass, iron sheets, and other non-absorbent materials like plastic and tires. Don't be fooled by some bad salesman. Sometimes they will show you a video of wall printer which can with water-based pigment ink printed on glass, which can be easily wiped. Before you buy a wall printer with water-based ink, you must figure out whether the wall paint used in your country is close to the one used in China. Because the manufacturer of wall printer machine are all in China, they use Chinese wall coding for testing, which is very likely not applicable in your country. According to my experience, wall coding in Europe and America can be cleaned with water and oil, so their wall coating are very highly waterproof. Wall printers with water-based ink are not suitable for using in United States and Europe, especially in the restaurant. In the Middle East countries, Asia and Southeast Asia countries, water-based inks can be used very well, and their wall pens are very similar to those in China. For wall printers with water-based ink, I suggest that you buy them in China because the formula of this ink has been improved after about 6 years, and you cannot buy suitable ink outside of China. Chinese ink are very cheap, but the shipping costs are very high. It is recommended that you buy more ink when you buy the printer, which will reduce the cost of shipping. Shipping costs are always more expensive than the value of ink. I suggest that if you can buy a wall printer, try to buy a wall printer with UV ink. Although it would be more expensive, the performance is more comprehensive and can meet the printing needs of a variety of material. What's more, you can buy UV ink in your local from other ink suppliers, which we can tell you some suppliers. How to choose the best quality of UV wall printer? First of all, to check if this UV wall printer has white ink. The most important reason why our clients choose UV printer is to print on any material surfaces. For example, if you want to print a white cloud or a white flower or a red door, if your printer does not have the white ink, how do you print the white patterns? We know that all colors except white can be composed of CMYK. Only white has no CMYK components, so white ink must exist alone in UV wall printer. The second is to check whether the UV printer can print white image separately. That is, the picture has only a single white pattern and no other colors. The third is to check UV lamps. There are two kinds of UV lamps on wall printer. One is water-cooled lamp UV lamp, and the other one is air-cooled UV lamp. Water-cooled UV lamp is cheaper and simply in structure. You will find two water pipe next to UV lamp, which are used to circulate water to cool UV lamp. This water-cooled system is mainly used on UV flat-bed printer, but they are gradually being eliminated because its advantages are only cheap, but there are many disadvantages, such as the volume is too large for transporting. If it is relatively large, the UV light emitted by it will easily spread out and not condense the light, which would easily cause damage to the printhead. Water-cooled UV is not suitable for wall printer. Because of the large size, it is not easy to transport. There is another very important thing is that if you use the machine outdoors, the outdoor temperature is 3 degrees. When your machine starts to work for a while, after time, the temperature of the water in the UV lamp water tank will be higher than 30 degrees. Do you think water higher than 30 degrees can play a cooling role? Can still cool the temperature for the UV lamp? This is simply impossible. Air-cooled UV lamp is small in size and easy to carry. There is only one control line for the lamp head. The light is more concentrated and will not damage the printhead. However, the price of the air-controlled UV lamp will be more expensive. Therefore, the manufacturers that use air-cooled UV lamp on wall printers are all seriously manufacturers. At least they all know the disadvantage of water-cooled UV lamp and know how to avoid the problems for our customers. On the wall printer with absent printhead, try to use one printhead that can print the 5 colors of CMYKW, because if you have one more printhead, you will have to maintain the printhead. How to choose the right Chinese manufacturer of wall printer. Most of companies selling wall printers in China are trading companies, and there are no R&D and technical engineers who can provide you with high-quality technical support. Please try to chat with the technical engineer of the supplier. It is best to be able to communicate with them continuously for 2 or 3 days. If the engineer is not working for the trading company, then he will not chat with you seriously and sincerely. He will be half-heard. And after you bought the printers, and you will not get good technical service. It is strange that in China some companies of wall printer only sell products for overseas countries and never sold them in China. But Chinese market is very large. As far as we know, our company sells more than 600 units in China since 2017. 1 year, each year. In my understanding, they cannot provide Chinese customers with high quality products and high quality after-sales services. As far as I know, there are no more than 6 manufacturers of wall printing machine in China. So it is very easy to judge whether your supply is a manufacturer or not. Just ask them to show you their patents and trademarks and CE certifications in China. Check whether their company name matches the name of the file. You can also video call with them and talk to their engineers. Please remember that this engineer must be able to serve you in the future. There are free spare parts for the wall printer, so please make sure with the seller. The wall printer is not a commodity such as a mobile phone. It is not something you can use when you get the goods. So you need professional engineer to train you, tell you how to use it, and tell you how to maintain the machine. And most importantly is give you best technical support so that you can use the machine correctly.